Today I'd like to visit with you about taking a sample from a silage pit, the proper way to do that. Typically when we take a sample of a baled forage, we take and do that with a forage probe. We will not sample the silage pit using a forage probe. We'll get a very good sample by taking a hand probe. What I typically do is wait till the face of the silage pit has been opened, and then I divide the silage pit into thirds. I have a left 1/3, a middle 1/3, and then I have a right 1/3. I'll take a grab sample, upper, middle, and lower on the left 1/3, upper, middle, and lower on the middle 1/3, and then upper, middle, and lower on the face of the right 1/3. And so basically how you do that is you're going to have more sample than what you need to put into a sample bag. So if I were going to take a sample from the middle 1/3, I would go down here, take my hand, you notice I have my palms up, and I'll take a sample. Okay, that would be lower. I'd go up here to the middle, palm up, take one of the middle, and then I'd go up here to the upper part of the stack. Palm up and take a sample. So I do that across the front face of that pit on the left hand, the middle, and on the right hand side. Remember, as you sample into that pit, you hold your palm up so that you don't take a sample with your palm down. And so you're going in here like this and taking a sample with the palm up, and then you're putting that sample in the bag. If you take it with your palm down, is that many times you'll probably not get a good representative sample at that particular location. So that is not the proper way to do it. You have the palm up. That's basically how you would partition off the face of a corn silage pit and take a sample. Upper 1/3, middle 1/3, lower 1/3 on the left hand side, upper 1/3, middle 1/3, lower 1/3 in the middle, and then upper 1/3, middle 1/3, and lower 1/3 on the right hand side. What you'll have is more sample than what you'll need, and I'll show you how to subsample the sample that you have here in the bucket. Now that I have the sample of silage off this bunker into a bucket, I'll mix it again. Make sure I get a good mix on that sample. And that's way too much though of a sample than what we need to put into this particular bag to send in for forage analysis. So what I would do is I would take this and basically put it on a piece of paper like that, and I would mix it again, and I would spread it out a little bit. I've got a good mix here. Because that's too much sample than what I need, I'll have it. And then after I got that sample halved, then I'll quarter it. And then what I'll do is I'll discard 2 of the quarters. I'll then put these 2 quarters back together. And I'll mix again. Okay. I'll spread it out a little bit, and I'll go through the same procedure because that is way too much sample than what is needed in my silage, in my sample bag. So I'll go through the same process, about halving it. And then I'll quarter it. At that point, I'll remove 2 of the quarters. And then I'll put these 2 together. And that will be the amount that I put into my silage bag. I'll open up the bag. I'll transfer all the material into the bag. Now that I have the material in the bag, I'll squeeze it, hold it close to my chest, squeeze the air out, and seal. That silage sample is ready to send in for analysis. What I would do then is that this would go into the packet that I send. In that packet will be an analysis sheet. I'll mark that this is corn silage, and then I'll mark what I want to have tested on this corn silage. I would typically go through a regular NIR test. In drought years, I would also have this silage tested for nitrates. Understanding that going through the ensiling process will reduce nitrates by 1/3 to up to 1/2 to 60%. But on drought years, I still have it tested for nitrates. That is the way that you properly silage silage that's in a bunker.